I believe you met Drake. I don't believe that he said he's coming to the event. That's what I think.
I look sick. Look, you can see how
freestyle. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4.
Chilling in aisle 13, looking for my medicine with my friend who I've known since I was a teen. It's all gravy, cause I got chips in my hand. It tastes like mesquite, not even gravy. Got my NyQuil in my right, got my Airborne in my left.
Turn up.
Mix it and you got your vitamin C up in my chest, up in my nasal. Hit him with a flow, I look like a crazy.
Alright, so I guess we'll start it out like, basically, this is a one-on-one kind of, I guess you could call it an interview, not an interview, what do you want to call it?
I want to call it, and this is what I want to start doing, because I want to start being a part of things like this. It's just a creative discussion, a creative, you know, connection between two people, two like-minded individuals, or even different, you know, people who have opposing thoughts, who can share their thoughts, you know, openly, and it's allowed.
Yeah.
That's needed. It's not a forced conversation. It's not a challenge. It's not, there's no agenda behind it. It's us just talking. You didn't even tell me what I'm doing here. You just said, I need you to come for a video. I sat down and now it started and I'm already understanding what you're doing.
Yeah, and people, when I tweeted that we're gonna be doing this.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I tweeted.
I don't have social media anymore.
I posted a screenshot of our text. So first thing people said was like, I thought he doesn't have a phone. I thought he doesn't have a phone. I was like, all right, whatever.
Bro, you gotta explain to them that's my freaking business. Like, you're already, wow,
okay.
Bruh.
All right, that's beside the point. But basically, people were like,
he exposed me for having a business.
So basically, people were like, oh, it's already been done. Keemstar interviewed him. Bradley Martin did it. Adam22 did it. And I'm like, all right, the difference is I've known him since high school. Like, those guys just know him and they're asking him about recent events. I want to dig back to our whole history, from the bad times to the good times, to where we met, where we started, why we had certain problems, answering so many questions, maybe not for the newer audience, but for like the OGs who want to know why we stopped talking and all that stuff. And me and you have already had conversations of stuff and talking about past stuff and stuff like that, but we've never done it on camera.
English. He speak English.
Oh, he's okay.
English.
سلام.
تو کجا بودی ادریس؟ ما دیدمت از ما گفتم let me give you a ride. No, you stay. Come on.
First time we officially met, I remember that too. You remember that?
I believe, tell me if I'm wrong, Faisal brought me over to your house.
He brings you over because I started uploading videos to MySpace. I think we had like 2 videos up, like MySpace Addiction 1, which you weren't in. It was a skit, MySpace Addiction 1. I guess he showed it to you and you're like, yo, that's dope. Like, let me go kick it with him. I don't know what happened, what the conversation was, but he told me he's bringing you over because you wanted to be in some videos. And I was like, yeah, bring him through. I remember I was like, I think I was watching an old Jordan game or something. I think I was watching the Last Shot game, like randomly on the DVD. And you guys come over and then I guess we just kind of like chilled. I don't think we filmed that day. I think we just talked.
Are you sure?
I'm not sure.
I think we might have filmed something that day.
Really?
Our first day. I'm not sure, but I think we might have.
We might have filmed.
Anyways, if we didn't that day, and like the next week we did. We started right away.
And this was like in 2007, guys. This is before I even uploaded a YouTube video. This was MySpace days only. I refused to use YouTube at the time because I was so in love with MySpace. Like, it was your own website. Yeah. So he brought him over, and from there we just started making hella skits, and we kind of had a buzz in high school, like a small buzz. Like, we got like 1,000 views, if that, and people were just like, oh, I like your videos. And you know what people used to tell me? People used to come up to me and they're like, yo, you make those videos, that shit's funny, you guys got way too much free time on your hand. And I'm just like,
they used to give us that all the time.
Right? I'm like, free time.
It's like, you know, it's the same people who right now, right, they'll spend endless amounts of hours on their phone, mindlessly looking through Instagram or playing Fortnite or everything, just as I did for the last year of my life.
Yeah.
And then when they see somebody else actually do something, they're like, you have too much free time.
Yeah.
We all have free time. We all have time. Time is not real.
Yeah.
It's how we utilize that, and we utilize that making those skits, which now in turn we're living through our passion, our life, our purpose.
Yeah, we made a whole bunch of videos. Like some of them don't even live on the internet. Some of them live on MySpace.
We just had fun. We were creative young
boys.
Fun.
That's when it was fun.
Out in the streets, just having fun.
Exactly.
But no, we're bringing that back.
Yeah,
and you know it with the hangout we just had for July 15.
Yeah.
The one thing about that, the crew had like take everything out of it, right?
Yeah.
Take the event out of it. We had fun.
Oh
man.
yeah, hell yeah,
we
bro.
had fun.
I wasn't even at the July 15th event.
Yeah, you were busy with your wife and all that stuff, but we've been having fun.
Just hanging out outside of it was what I enjoy with everybody because it's very rare for all of us to be together.
Fun fact, and I know we'll get to this later. When we weren't speaking, and I wasn't speaking to Ahmed and Waji recently in recent years, even with all the hate that I had in my heart for resentment, whatever reason, whenever I saw you guys having fun, I would tell myself, I wish I was there.
Yeah.
Through all my successes, through Tyler Perry's Red Carpet 1 and 2, through being on any, the Oz Show, Steve Harvey, Ellen, all that stuff, I always was like, would see camaraderie with brotherhood and been like, I wish I was there.
Yeah.
Life gave me that now.
Yeah.
It found the forgiveness in all of our hearts. We all now, I think, as men, are closer than ever.
Yeah.
It ain't on no bullshit no more.
Yeah, exactly.
We're not right now, me and you are not doing a fake ass collaboration for YouTube, but in real life we don't like each other, but I fuck with you because you have clout or I have clout. This ain't about that no more. This is about real love. Hate died, love arrived.
Exactly.
Loved. Hate died, love arrived.
So now we could get let's talk about, okay, so we filmed hella videos and then that's when you wanted to start your channel. I want to say it wasn't right away. It was months after.
I never told you the story.
I've heard this story though. I've heard you say it where you went to dinner.
I've never told you the story.
Okay.
So it's different.
The only thing that I remember is you had told me that you wanted to start one. And I never said oh, what the fuck, why? At the time, you gotta think I was the only one uploading videos and everybody in the crew was just I felt like I was the top guy at the time. I was young, it was 10 years ago or more than 10 years ago, but so you're I want to start a channel. I'm okay, cool. I know you had John helping you. John Ansari was helping you film, right?
Shout out John Ansari.
Shout out to John, who he owns a hookah lounge in Fremont.
Wow, Mabruk. That's Mabruk, John. Happy for you, man.
And he watches every move too. I know he does. He watches every move we make.
But now people can't watch moves because after July 15th, real G's moving silence like lasagna. You ain't gonna hear nothing from me. You ain't gonna see nothing from me. You're gonna be like, oh, he probably had a mental breakdown somewhere. But then when you hear from me,
then they'll know. All right. So I remember that, and basically you started it and you would come to my house, edit to your first video. I was kind of giving you pointers on how to edit and stuff like that. And I don't know, you want to explain your side?
I do.
All right, go.
And I'm not going to sugarcoat my bullshit or anything. We're way past that.
I'm going to tell you how I really felt when you started.
I'm going to tell you how I really felt.
All right, go.
This is coming off of, I don't know if you remember this. Our minds might disagree with this, okay? The reality show of Afghan Shore, which was filmed in my house, I was giving the vision for it and saying this and this.
Yeah,
so
it was your idea for you to speak Farsi.
سلام، نام من یوسف است. میتونی ما را بوب.
سلام. خوب چطور هستی؟ فامیل چطور هست؟ بیا اینجا دکا. چطور هستی؟ خوب. باش.
اول که کایست دیدم خوش نداشتم. حالا بچه خوب است. عکس برای میگیری؟
And then it goes, that was our first boom. And I'm talking about 6,000 views. But me and you felt like hot shit. We had people saying our lines. People we thought we were the shit, which we were, because we started from nothing, 6,000 views. Be proud of yourself.
Nobody
man.
was doing.
You gotta be grateful of your level.
Yeah.
You don't have nowadays, kids have 6,000 views and they're mad that they don't have 6 million,
Yeah.
not understanding, be grateful for that 6,000 and then watch it grow.
Yeah.
It's all about being grateful for what you do have, how much money you do have in your pockets, the clothes you do have, not what you don't have. Alex and Stella
Yeah.
invite me over to dinner at a restaurant called, it was in San Jose, called Maggiano's.
Oh yeah, Maggiano's fire.
I don't have money at the time. I don't know about money. I don't even know about acts of kindness yet.
Yeah.
Alex and Stella invite me over and then they say something. They go, Yousef, you know, you're helping write for this channel. You're helping direct for this channel. You're helping act in this channel, right? But you're a theater arts major at San Jose State.
Yeah.
You want to become an actor. Now, in order for you to be able to do that, it can't be branded under QOP, Kais Omar Productions.
Yeah.
You have to start your own.
Yeah.
They didn't say, fuck Kais, leave Kais,
Yeah.
distance yourself from Kais, beef with Kais, beat Kais.
Yeah.
They just said, you're a theater arts major at San Jose State. You're doing all this work and you're excited for it under Kais's name.
Yeah.
Start your own name as well.
Yeah.
In the same way now, years later on its own, I do my own thing, you do your own thing, Ahmed and Wajid do their own thing, BDA does his own thing. My Ahmed, 19 years old, out in, shout out Ahmed, you still suck at Fortnite, bro. You know what I mean? We all do our own thing. So, because of that, ideas hit me like a wave.
Yeah.
And I remember I put a team together, John Ansari, my cousin Saleh.
Oh yeah, I remember him too.
A couple other people. And we went to a pizza place in San Jose.
Yeah.
I have a board. I hadn't even started yet.
Yeah.
And in that meeting, exactly like I did July 15th, I manifested everything. I said, I'm going to capitalize and take over the Middle Eastern market. I'm going to have this many subscribers by this date. I'm going to have this many viral videos. I said everything before I even owned a camera and a laptop.
Yeah.
And there's a lot I can say now, but I think for this conversation to work, instead of like going to my next chapter of the story, I'm gonna let you tell the chapter, catch up, and we'll keep finding each other like that. So
So when you started it, like I was cool with it, but it's just like everybody in my ear of like,
I know.
oh, what is he doing? Like, why is he starting a channel? Like,
I'm so glad you said that.
This and that, and that gets to you. It's like, damn, you're right. Like, and at the time, it was uncommon for other people to start a channel in my life. Like now, it's cool. Like if Chris wants to start a channel, like hell yeah, let's do it.
We get it now.
You know, it's easier. But at the time, it's like nobody in our high school was creating anything on social media.
It's not just high school. Nobody in our entire city.
Exactly. So
we're from the Bay. We're from Fremont. We're from 510. No one was doing that.
Like I was helping you. Like I was like, yeah, come through edit. So I didn't have a problem. But then it's like people saying stuff and the comments. So once you started to start it, we were still cool. And I believe what I believe was the thing that kind of like might have pushed you away from us was like we did a photo shoot and we didn't invite you, and it was like just for us to take some pictures and post it on like our socials and stuff like that. And it was like me, Sohai, Kasim, my cousin Arvin, and like 2 other people. And we didn't hit you up, and I feel like that you're like, yo, I feel like in your head you were like, why didn't you invite us? But other than that, it was kind of like, I know that I was salty, and the people around me were kind of like, why is he like, you know, he's starting to get big, you started to get a buzz, you released some videos that started doing way better than ours, and you were starting to rack up views, and it was jealousy, people in my ear, and then just like us not talking. Like we just kind of got distant.
My first video, the intro video, on the same day I dropped the Apple Store dance to Rebecca Black Friday, within hours at your house, it got views.
Yeah.
And I remember you're there and you're happy, but there's that energy of what life does to us is it instills fear in us.
Yeah.
So before anything happened, before I left, before we drifted, the devil and fear got into your head before people even started whispering.
Yeah.
What's this guy doing?
Yeah.
I just brought him into my life. He was nobody. I taught him this shit. I taught him how to edit, and now he's starting his own shit and he's getting more views.
Yeah.
Fear got in. Middle Eastern parents. I remember this is fresh off. I remember I tried a video called Virgin Unibrow. Was the wrong market because it was very sexual. I wanted to go to Timothy Dale, I Get Alright route. I decided to scrap that. All of a sudden one day, one day randomly.
Yeah.
And I used to always tell this story because I blacked out to it now.
Yeah.
An idea came into my head. I called Sam Raghib to come to my house.
Yeah.
And I said, brother, I'm gonna be doing some weird stuff. I just need you to press this red button right here.
Yeah.
I set up every camera angle.
Yeah.
I dressed as my mom.
Yeah.
And without a script, I did so many scenes and different dialogue. I changed to my dad dialogue. I changed to me. I did dialogue.
Yeah.
Didn't even know what I had yet. I edited that night. Stayed up that whole night. I took a picture. I tweeted and I said, "Why sleep when your dreams keep, when you're living in your dreams?" I knew that video was gonna go viral. I knew my life had changed forever.
Yeah.
I think it was 12 noon that day. Stayed up all night. I posted that video.
I remember that.
Within hours, bro.
Yeah.
54,000 views, 100,000 views.
Yeah.
I'm going to Vegas the next day. Don't even know how to handle everything that's coming in. I got girls messaging me on Facebook, like Arab girls.
Yeah.
Oh my God, you're so sexy. We love you.
Yeah.
You're hilarious. I got moms on anything. Everything changed instantly. I'm in Vegas going up to girls, a young bull. I have a video going viral. This is before the word viral was even,
Right.
I was just like, I have a video getting views right now. And then, I'm gonna send it back to you, is when I knew, because there were people in the circle who I would never talk about on camera, but we're brothers, who would tell me, bruh, the group spends time just telling Kai shit about you.
Yeah.
Saying Yousef's using you, saying fuck Yousef, he's trying to take you down,
Yeah.
this is what Yousef's doing.
Yeah.
He didn't say Kais was doing it. He said the group is telling Kais non-stop. He was like, they spend hours just talking shit about you.
Yeah.
And right then and there, I had a decision to make.
Yeah.
Do I come back and do I fight it? Because I remember even So High, my brother now, would tweet and be like, ha ha ha, clown ass, beep, thinks that one person can take down an entire crew, fuck with us.
Yeah.
He had ego, he had pride, he had thing. So I chose to stay silent, distance myself, and work.
And I think that's what pissed me off more was like you wouldn't address us. So it was like the more popular you got, the more we felt like you were like throwing.
Watch
us
how
under the
mad
rug.
everybody else who loves it when I address them get mad when I announce all the announcements I've been telling you, and they try to reach me and they're like, "Why the fuck isn't he replying? Why the fuck won't he listen to us now?" Shit's changing, bruh. They ain't gonna get that energy from me no more.
Yeah, and like first of all, no disrespect to like the circle that we were around who were like
brothers
telling stuff, but I mean we were all young and dumb. We weren't used to it.
They have to know this is over. Is that a decade ago? When was this?
It was like 07, 08.
I'm 28 now.
Yeah.
That was in high school. This was
18
18 years old.
So, I mean, yeah, we used to talk shit. Like I was talking shit. We made a few tweets were sent out, and then it just kind of like just spread. Like we just stopped talking for like I want to say like a year. And then I remember, this is before you moved to LA, like, I saw you at the gym, and we had not talked to each other forever. You remember that? You were on the treadmill. You're on the treadmill, and I came to the treadmill next to you. It was after everything had calmed down. I was kind of like, just uploading my videos.
And you didn't sock me on site?
No, I didn't. We talked really? A little bit. Like it was an awkward thing. This was like after your Drake video blew up. So this was like after that. There was no more problems. It was just we weren't talking. We weren't on speaking terms. And I saw you at the gym, and I just came up to you, and we just kind of walked on the treadmill for like 5 minutes, and then you're like, all right, see you later, type thing, handshake. And then I honestly, between all that, I don't remember really what happened, but I feel like you moved to LA, and we were on good terms, I think, after that. Like we weren't talking, but we were on good terms after that that gym moment. Yes, I go to the gym, or I used to go to the gym. That gym moment. And then, is there anything else before you moved to LA that you want to talk about?
No, but if you don't know where to take it, I know where to take it.
I know where to take it.
Okay.
I want to talk about when you moved to LA.
There it is, yeah, go.
So you moved to LA. I think I was following you. I remember seeing
you. Actually are the reason I became Fousey Tube, and we'll talk about that. Go.
Okay.
I like. There's so many things that are gonna come out in this conversation, bro.
Yeah. So, here's the thing. Let me tell you a backstory. So I moved to LA before Yousef moved to LA. I moved with my cousin Khalid. He went to UCLA. I moved in with them for 3 months. I came to LA. Literally did not leave my room for 3 months. I had no idea what I was doing out there. I went broke. I probably had like $2,000 in my life. I went broke. I moved back to the Bay where I didn't have to pay rent, live with my parents. Staying in the Bay. Before you moved to LA, we did a collab, the Big Sean rap battle. I was Big Sean, you were something.
Yeah.
So you took a risk and we made a video together. So that's how I remember you told Fahad too, like, I feel like Fahad was kind of like, don't go back to like hanging out with them. But I remember you told him at the shoot, because we were filming and it was such a good vibe and the video came out good. I remember you told him, I told you. You shook his hand and you're like, I told you, Fahad. And Fahad's like, yeah, you're right. So we were on good terms. We made that video. A few months later, you moved to LA. And then you're doing your thing in LA. And I was in Vegas at the time. And you text me and you're like, yo. I'm like, yo, what up? You're like, yo, I'm fucking like lonely out here, like fucking move in with me. And I'm like, really? And this is like a year after I had left LA for 3 months. And I'm like, should I take that risk and move back to LA? So you're like, yo, come through, live in the living room, fucking pay like $700 a month, which I used to always pay him in shoes.
Exactly. He used to be like, look, I give you these Fresh Prince vibes. Yeah. I give you this. I give you this. I'll be like, hey, you good for rent this month, dog?
So you were like, yo, move to LA. I think it took me about a month to be like, all right, I'm gonna do this. So I literally packed up my car. I drove to you, and we were living together in your 1-bedroom apartment.
Let me take it from here. So, you know how you said you just hit me up randomly? So in my life at the time, I moved to LA. And in the same way, you didn't know what the hell to do. I moved to LA thinking on my second day, I'm gonna be walking into Hollywood agencies and everything, because I had a manager at the time who promised me that's how it works. Yeah. And I'm in my apartment. No, by the way, how I moved to LA. A lot of people don't know this story. I graduated from college, fulfilled the promise to my mom. I hop on Craigslist. The first post I see, I see Barrington Avenue, 1,650 a month. Wasn't making that kind of money at the time because I was getting scammed by the YouTube network that I was at. So while Drake was going viral, I should have been making hundreds of thousands of dollars. I'm making $3,000, a month on a very, very high month because the guy was scamming me. Yeah. That asshole. Yeah. I wish him the best in life. I find a place. I call the guy. He answers. I go, hi, I'd like to see this place. He goes, oh, it might be gone tomorrow. I go, I'll fly on a plane. Hang up, book my ticket, fly on the plane, get there, sign a lease, take a picture, fly home, don't tell my parents. End of the month, tell my parents, I have a place in LA, I'm gonna go. Get in my car, pack all my stuff, drive. Whole drive, who do I listen to? J. Cole and Kanye West. The whole entire drive. I get to there, I spend the first night just crying on a hardwood floor, not knowing what the fuck I'm doing. Yeah. Confused.
I remember your first Instagram picture too. You were in the apartment like
exactly.
This. I was like, damn, that's
I'm
dope.
confused. I'm lost. Yeah. The next, however long in my life, we're miserable. First week, I'm calling the manager, dude, what's going on? Where's our meetings? He goes, Yousef. Basically saying like, saying nothing but letting me know like it's on you now. Yeah. I'm miserable. I'm drinking 12 beers every single night by myself. Yeah. I'm smoking every single night by myself. I get my first tattoo that says Dollar in a Dream, J. Cole. Yeah. I get my first thing that says Fousey Tube. I have my first mental breakdown in LA. Start seeing a therapist. Get suicidal. Post that. And then finally, no, I think I might have already, my timeline might be messed up, but it was through that despair and desperation where I was like, fuck beef, fuck anger, fuck resentment, fuck anything. This is my brother and I need him right now. Yeah. I need him and I know he would be good for me. So I hit up Kais, invite him over, and he started living in my closet like Harry Potter. Literally, guys, I want to tell Kais the story, and you knew this too, I told you this. Before any of this, this is 6 months ago, I wanted to make a video called The Kais Omar Story. Yeah. A lot of people don't know the story about Kais Omar. Yeah. They don't know his resilience. They don't know his drive, his passion. I might not even tell it in this interview, so I can do it on my channel. Yeah. But he lives in my closet, which is literally, cut that out. Go watch the old videos. Yeah, I'll put we never even used to say, I don't even know if we used to publicly say that was where you lived. No. He lived in an I had an air mattress, a desk,
that shit was
his
comfortable.
entire wardrobe and his shoe collection in a cupboard. Me and Kais didn't spend our times efficiently in LA. Yeah. I was in a long distance relationship. I would spend every second of every hour of every day fighting, talking, FaceTiming. When I texted her, I would have Kais proofread it and tell me what to send. When she texted me, I would have you analyze it and tell me. Yeah. You would spend every single second of every single day of every single hour, and it drove me crazy, in your closet on the phone talking about what shoes. Yeah. What shoes are gonna be hot in the next 6 months, yeah. What shoes you wanna cop, what shoes you wanna resell. You predicted the sneaker culture game before there was a sneaker culture game, like as there always was. I'm not disrespecting the legends of Nike talk and the eras of the Jordan campouts, but I'm talking about the digital age. Yeah. You saw a world where shoe releases were gonna go digital. Yeah. You know, it's the time the Red Octobers were releasing online. You know, shit was changing. Yeah. And it frustrated me. And Kais always wanted to start a shoe channel and everything.
Well, I was gonna say that. Well, that when I was living there, I've always loved shoes and stuff. I never thought until I lived in there to create it in my content. And I started doing monthly pickups, and you were like, "Yo, keep doing that shit." That was getting more views than all my skits and thing. And that's where I kind of like started doing more and more.
And when he asked me, "Yo, should I start a new channel?" I'm not gonna lie, I said no. Yeah. I was like, keep doing it like this, keep building your brand, and when you're ready, do it. And I still stand by that, because
that's
then
what I did. That's what
through
I did.
patience and time, crew kicks, you know, your brand now, your collaborations with crap, you're fucking killing it. Yeah. But anyways, I want to say one thing. Yeah. The line that changed my life forever. There was a YouTuber at the time who I hated, who's now my brother. His name was Adam Saleh. Yeah. He released a fake prank and it went viral.
Which one was this?
I don't need to say it. Okay. It just went viral.
Yeah, and everybody already knows it was fake.
It got exposed. Yeah. But it still went fucking viral. Yeah. Adam Saleh was hanging his nuts over my head, because this is when we still beefed and didn't understand that we were brothers. Yeah. I go to Kais. I'm complaining. Yeah. I'm arguing. I'm pissed, I'm bitter, I'm jealous. I didn't release fake pranks at the time. Kai stares at me, and in the same way J. Cole tells it, he says it in different ways, but it's the same line that changed my life through J. Cole. Yeah. Kai goes, stop crying, play the game, and change the game. Yeah. Basically saying, if that's what they're doing, do it too. Yeah. Get the power, get the views, and then do whatever the fuck you want to do. Yeah. With that line right there, the next day, I have a video idea for a prank. It goes viral. Yeah. I come home from Kais and I'm like just shaking. I'm like, bro, I just filmed this video. It has real reactions. It has some fake reactions. Yeah. I don't want to say the one. It went fucking disgusting viral. Yeah. In a matter of 8 months, you know, people talk about Jake Paul at the time, whatever. I was here. Yeah. Roman Atwood was here. Vitaly was here. Yeah. All of a sudden, Fousey was here. Yeah. I went from, what did I have? My first, I hadn't even hit my first million because I cried in that apartment.
The party when we were there.
I go to, I think it was like 6 million subscribers in a matter of a handful of months on my hands. Yeah. Because I was focused, I was a man on a mission, I was hungry for success, and every second of every day, of every moment of my life, every thought, every energy was devoted to the success of Fousey 2 through pranks. Yeah. I was unstoppable. There wasn't a video that I released that literally, my Mortal Kombat elevator prank, I remember I'm working out with Bradley in the gym, it had 100,000 likes in about 30 minutes, and at the time, this is unheard of.
Spider-Man. I'm fucking Venom. I got kicked in the head for that damn video.
And I was pissed at him. I didn't even link him in the description.
He did not link me in that. It has 100 million views, bro.
It has like 200 now, bro.
I remember you told me, like, yo, we're gonna do this video. I'm like, all right, cool. You brought the Spider-Man costumes. I never thought in my life that it would get that many views. It's fucking insane.
So, Kais is what lit the fire under my ass to like, stop crying. Yeah. Life's not gonna be fair. Yeah. People aren't gonna go by the rules. You sit down in this apartment, you cry about it, you focus on your girlfriend, you focus on all the negative you have going on in your life, or you shut the fuck up, you wake up each morning and you grind. Yeah. I was a hungry mother effer.
You know, alright, nobody wants to listen to me. You got Yousef, and we're chilling. The homie Muhib got swag. You know, he hooked us up with the classroom. And the homie over there. What was your name again, man? Ahmed. There we go. I forget. But yeah, we got this classroom, and we're about to start filming in here, you know. And, so, you know,
Guys,
get a
you're ready.
Okay, I gotta go on set, guys. I'm getting
We have to talk about something huge that happened while we were living together. We met Ahmed and Waji. Because this is a huge part of what happened next. So we met Ahmed and Waji through my friend Mocha, who introduced us to Ahmed on the shoot of the Drake video.
Yeah.
I have you'll literally see the clip right here where I first meet Ahmed. I didn't even know how to say his name. We met Ahmed. Ahmed brought Waji.
You say his name great now. Good shit.
Yeah. So we all became like brothers living in that house. And this was when like Yousef also was like, even though he was doing really good, he was having his dark times too. I remember one day, quick story, we were at like a we were at Westwood at a Mexican restaurant, me, you, and Ahmed, and you were the only one drinking. And some guy comes up to you, it was like karaoke night, some guy comes up to you and he does karaoke, you're talking, and then me and Ahmed still laugh at this, but the guy's like, yo, there's some girls over there, let's go talk to him, to you. And you look at him, you're like, nah. And then he's like, come on, man. And you're like, no, I get bitches. I don't need your bitches. You don't remember that?
No, that must have been my darkest. I was probably blacked out drunk too. Because I literally yell at people.
It was so funny. Me and Ahmed just looked like, fuck, we have to get into a fight now. And the guy's like, oh, okay. And he just walks away. You remember that? No? Oh my God.
I don't, but I remember being in the bathroom that night, blacked out, and I actually, all my friends in the Bay, I was putting them down through a group chat.
Yeah.
I was in a very dark time. I was blacked out, and when you're blacked out and you have all those demons, you wake up the next morning, you don't even know what you did. All of a sudden, you've cussed out your mother, you've cussed out your father, you did shit. I was spiraling.
So that's kind of like.
So even through my success, it's good you said that to show that even through my success on YouTube, it doesn't mean my life got better.
Yeah.
I'm 28, now my life's getting better.
I'm happy for my brother finally be Yousef, you know, turn on. My mood clan, stay up, YG, 4 fingers, west side. West side,
hey, that's that last one.
Oh my God, what's that hit down?
So we meet Ahmed Waji, we all become super, super cool. And then it gets to the point where I was running out of money and I couldn't live there anymore and I was homesick and I wasn't doing shit with my life again. I was doing like the sneaker stuff, but I didn't start my sneaker channel. And I made the decision 3 months before our lease ended. And I was like, yo, I'm gonna go back to the Bay. So this was my second failed attempt at living in LA.
It wasn't a fail. You don't call it a fail.
Because if it wasn't for me
it was
living
your second
there,
attempt. It was your second go at it. It wasn't a fail.
Obviously, it happens for a reason.
Your timing, and when I do your Kai Somar story, bro, I'm gonna make you look like better than, you know, LeBron James in life. You are literally the source of inspiration that I find whenever I want to give up on anything.
Yeah. So
God's timing wasn't aligned with your dreams yet. That's all it was.
So yeah, I leave, and obviously you still are with Ahmed Waji, and they're basically part of your channel at the time. So basically they were like your sidekicks. They were your everyday, and I was back in the Bay. I had Harrison swag, so it was all cool. Like it was all cool, but I think what fucked it up after a while was when Ahmed Waji said, yo, we're starting our channel. And I feel like you didn't like that.
I'm going to have a one-on-one with them in the same way you're doing with me. And
I'm not going to get too into it because we're just going to talk about us. So you basically had a downfall with them where you felt like they were using you for views and you felt like this and this and that. It's very, the crazy thing is, it's very similar to the original story of me. Is I remember they did a 5 Pillars shoot. And I think you got upset that they did it, which reminds me of when I did the shoot and we didn't invite you.
I'll throw this here now because trust me, this story is gonna be big too. What also happened? There was a group chat, and you, Ahmed Waji, and everybody was in it. I wasn't in it. I'm hanging out with them. I'm having a brotherhood. I invite them on tour. You know, not for money. Everyone's like, okay, no, bro. These are doctors and lawyers who I brought in as friends, who I now let travel the world with me. And I was a horrible person back then to them because I didn't love myself. But when I see text pop up and you guys are joking, my heart was shattered back then. Shattered.
And at the time, like I wanted to support them, so I was like, yeah, go ahead and do it. Like I was telling him like, yeah, you guys aren't really getting paid from all this. I was like, why not create a channel? And I told them to run it by you. I was like, you guys gotta tell him. He can be a part of it.
They did it horribly.
And so basically they had a huge downfall. And me being so close to them, me moving away from LA kind of again made us a little bit more distant just because we weren't talking on a daily basis. And I was talking to Ahmed YG. We did have the group chat without you, and I was kind of supporting them. And I feel like because of that, you were kind of salty towards me when you got salty towards them. So again, that's where the second fallout really happened.
You guys will hear about this on my channel during that second fallout. When they left me, and then all that energy and stuff they went to you because you guys had brotherhood already. I didn't say a single word.
Again,
literally. The one thing I made sure, Ahmed and YG's name didn't ever, the day they posted their video, not a single word or whisper about it. I kept it silent as if nothing happened, and I stayed focused and kept grinding. I had a mission, couldn't let that stop me. Life was gonna handle that on its own, or else I wouldn't have gone into Tyler Perry movies. I wouldn't have been on Fight of the Living Dead. I wouldn't have bought my parents a house. Wouldn't have bought myself a Ferrari. Wouldn't have bought myself SBR. Wouldn't have donated $100,000 to Islamic Relief every single year. I had a mission. So I had to just let y'all do you, and now through God's timing, we all partying together. I'm about to have a mansion in the hills. You know, I don't want to say too much.
No, you're going too forward.
Okay, sorry.
So that all happened. I'm back in the Bay. Yousef's doing his thing. He, kind of distanced himself from us. And we were just, with me and Ahmed and YG, I was close with them. I wasn't living in LA, but I'd see them here and there. And I don't know, like we just stopped talking. And I think it was one of those things where there was jealousy on both ends. And it's just, we weren't talking.
Yeah, and the way we handled it, instead of like trying to put each other down, y'all worked on you, I worked on me, and we just acted like each other didn't exist. I didn't see the moves y'all were making, y'all didn't care about the moves I was making. Everything was just quiet.
So I honestly, I don't remember after that. It was more recently, maybe around like SneakerCon New York last year. I think that's when after the Ahmed YG thing for like 2 years, we weren't really cool. And then I moved back to LA, and that's when my shit just took off with the sneaker shit. So I was in LA, you were in LA, and I think I reached out like, yo, I'm in LA now, like fuck the bullshit, like let's link up. And you responded and you're like, yeah, let's do it, but we never did it. But I just reached out to let you know.
And
I'm
then
there.
we did the hookah bar.
That was it after.
Was it?
That was a couple months after.
Okay. But yeah, we finally
just
said, met up to hookah.
But I feel like at the time you were still salty at Ahmed YG, but you were willing to break the ice with me.
My heart was starting to learn forgiveness. I wasn't ready yet. But through you and 100%. You're telling it exactly like it happened.
Now I remember we met at the hookah lounge. We just had a couple conversations about everything. And he told me how he was hella proud at me, that I finally found my niche and started the channel and everything was going good. And from there, we weren't like best friends, but we were talking here and there. And then it came to SneakerCon New York, where I was like, you were living in Jersey at the time. You left LA, and I'm like, yo, I was always scared to invite you when I knew Ahmed and YG was there. But I was like, yo, just come. This was the first time that you would be around them and Adam and Slim, and he actually came. And he comes, it was kind of awkward, but you came with Andrew, said what's up, and then after that it was just natural. You said what's up to Ahmed for the first time. I think you felt like you were with your boys again, like Money Kicks was there. We were all chilling, we went and got pizza, and then that's where it was kind of like, yo, screw everything else, and now that's on.
Bro, you gotta realize, that was also a time where I'm squashing my beef with Adam Saleh.
Yeah, that was huge.
Me and Adam's beef
it was undercovers. Like I remember it goes back to like Ellen, like
bruh,
Adam messaged me on Facebook like, yo, like we never talked before. He's like, yo, I know you're cool with Yousef. His fans are bashing me because they think I'm cheating. What do I do? I'm like, yo, just don't say anything.
Adam, I'm gonna call you out in person, you know.
But look, it just shows you like, no matter what problems you have with someone, like you can always resolve it. Even if you hate someone, you still have so much in common with that person.
Not only that, it's understanding that sometimes life is gonna split you, Life is gonna keep you apart for years.
Yeah.
But if life finds a way to bring you back together, it's on you then to accept that sign and be, a man and a woman, a human, and understand love and compassion. Let go of everything on the side, squash it, and understand, yo, we beefed. We know what that's like. We love when we have each other in our lives. Imagine how much good it could come out of it.
Yeah.
The July 15th event, outside of the event, the camaraderie we had, the brotherhood, everyone celebrating each other's dreams, the beach day, all saying our dreams, the group conversations we have now, all that stuff. Like, I'm in a group chat now.
Yeah, we're all in a group chat.
I value that more than any of my success. I'm in a group chat.
Still going on
my business phone, which my girlfriend has, which I have to run by her, who I contact. I have a personal line that only my girlfriend, my mom, and my dad, Tyler Perry, and my family have. That's it.
Okay, so I feel like we covered everything up to now.
Mm-hmm.
Is there anything you want to say about our whole relationship, or that's it? Because
I have an ending statement, but get to finish it off, and then I'm gonna.
I asked people to ask questions on Twitter.
Okay. I want to end it with a message to you, to your fans. Before
So let me just do this real quick.
Let me ask you a question first.
Yeah.
How salty are you that right now I'm wearing the Kids See Ghost, Kid Cudi, Kanye hoodie? You
Let's just get to Twitter.
You ain't even got this, right? He ain't even got this. We're in Mac Park right now, right? They ain't even got this.
I ordered mine. Kanye shipping is the worst. They sent it to me with no address.
Hey, that's why you gotta go through Kanye direct.
These are fake, like your Red Octobers in that one video.
Bitch.
Okay.
Fact check.
All right,
me
here we
right
go.
now.
Here we go. Ready? Did you really meet Drake? A lot of people ask me this on Twitter. I believe you met Drake. I don't believe that he said he's coming to the event. That's what I think. I know you met Drake. I know you. I told you he's in LA.
I know. You want me to answer it?
Yeah.
So
I've heard your story of what happened.
No. I'm just gonna say the end part of it.
Okay.
First of all,
Yeah.
I love the narrative about did Fousey meet Drake because imagine. I'm not gonna say when. I'm not gonna say how because I make all my moves in silence. They can't stop me even if they stop me. But imagine when a picture goes up of me and Drake laughing together and the caption says July 15th.
Yeah.
Imagine when I have an event, my next event, which is coming very soon. I'm giving too many details already.
Yeah, don't talk.
And without even prior announcements, I'm not even on stage and Drake walks out.
Yeah.
That's how my response is gonna be.
Yeah.
But to answer that quickly and like whatever, I'm in direct contact with Drake's like right hand man. I have him on my phone saved under God's plan.
Yeah.
The morning of the event, because he had told me that we were gonna meet at 4 p.m. to plan logistics.
Yeah.
Not Drake directly. Drake didn't make eye contact with me that night. The haters will be like, oh, you didn't meet Drake. Man, you would literally kiss the ground he walks on if you got that close. You know, these are people who stand him to fucking death.
Yeah.
So don't hate on that. You know, I left my hotel saying I'm gonna meet Drake. 2 hours later, I'm face to face with Drake by myself with the power of a dream. I'm radiating like a Super Saiyan. That's neither here nor there. I don't need to explain that. My book will explain that. Drake on stage will explain that. My picture will explain that. The morning of the show, from the early morning, before I even started tweeting the picture that says July 15th with Drake's face on it, I send that to OVO Johnny, who is brothers with OVO Ryan, who is right hand with Drake. And I send it to the guy who's right hand. The guy who's right hand opens every single one. The second I send it, it says seen. And I'm charging up throughout the day. I keep texting him, can't wait, excited, I know y'all are gonna be there, can't wait, excited, know y'all are gonna be there. Sent him me dancing to God's plan, me praying. Sent him footage that nobody has seen of me meditating at the park, energizing myself, everything.
Yeah.
OVO Johnny's replying to me though.
Yeah.
He's like, yes, brother, keep going, yes.
Yeah.
Now, if Drake had no intention of being there that night,
Why would they guess you?
would OVO Johnny not be like, Yousef,
Sure.
what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah.
Drake is gonna sue you.
Yeah.
Would the person texting me
Take that down.
not send a cease and desist to me immediately to take it down?
Yeah.
They didn't. Till this day, not a single lawsuit. All that's happened till this day is some bogus ass wanna be like even Shira Lazar on What's Trending. Let me just tell you how much people try to manipulate shit.
Yeah.
She asked my team the day before if she can come.
Yeah.
I know her in real life. I say, of course.
Yeah.
She comes to the event. When her video comes out on What's Trending about it, guess what the fuck the title says? YouTuber FouseyTube admits to lying about having Drake come to the show.
Yeah.
Admits to meeting Drake. My own friend twisted a narrative against me to manipulate to get more views. So a bougie ass article comes out, Drake's team confirms yada yada. First of all, I don't give a shit because I'm talking to Drake's team. OVO Johnny till this day is texting me, I love you. And he's telling me, the reason he never said, let me make a call, let me do this. He's telling me, because he knows we're gonna party together in Toronto. I got this at his tattoo shop. You know, he's my brother for life. He gave me this for free. He's telling me, let God do it, and when we're all together, it'll happen. But also, I stand firm in my ground, and I never hesitated, and I never changed my story. Drake was coming that day. It's now let everyone speculate, everyone hate, let everyone do a thing. But if you want to say, oh, Drake's team said they want no involvement, Greek theater, a YouTuber that the world's calling crazy, and a bomb threat. Does Drake, one of the highest paid artists in the world and brands in the world, want to associate himself with that? The event didn't go according to plan. Why would he associate himself with that, right? Proof is in the pudding, man. Where's my lawsuit? If I'm lying, God, file a lawsuit against me. Sue me. I'm literally this fucking close to Drake as he's looking this way. Because look, he gives daps to Joel Embiid. He goes like this. I didn't even have to put a step. God brought him to me.
The reason why I believe you did meet him was just because I met him in the same exact area, in the same restaurant or club or whatever it is.
Bro, Ivan Barrios, part of Khaled's team, the one who does the photography for all the biggest artists in the game. The thing right when I met Drake. Actually, you know what?
They were in the. I'm gonna tell you right now.
We're gonna end this real quick. I'm gonna show you something. This is gonna be fucking big. No one. I haven't even posted this, and I wasn't gonna post this until my documentary comes out. To God's plan at 3:07 a.m. Sunday, July 15th. I walk out the club. Energy's flying off of me.
This is after the event.
This is right after I'm walking out the club with Drake's father and the gentleman I'm speaking to.
So this is not July 15th.
This is the night before when I met Drake. Drake goes out. I'm following them. So I don't talk to Drake. Drake moves. The guy looks at me and he goes 4 p.m. tomorrow, gives me his phone number, saves it. He gets into the car with Drake's dad. Drake goes out this door. I say, don't follow Drake. It's not about that. Follow this guy. I walk out. I grab my phone. I record a video and I send it to Drake and his team. Because I know the guy's heading with Drake's dad to Drake. The second I send this, it says scene. From the guy who just whispered to Drake. And look what I say. I was going to say this for my documentary.
Nobody's seen this?
Not a single...
Like, honestly, my brother, my savior, who I feel like God put in my life as my guardian angel, who I saved in my phone as God's plan. I'm out the place right now. I have cotton mouth. I'm shaking. I feel like I'm electrifying. God led me every single step in there. I don't feel like I actually just saw Drake. I manifested every single second of that. I got out of my car window and pulled a 6'9" and said, Drake, where you at? I want to see you. God made that a perfect video. He put comedy in it. He put like drama in it. It was perfect. Every person I met in there led me one step closer. Anytime I got stuck, I sat there and I prayed more. All of a sudden, the real Dennis G walks right by me. I don't understand what just happened in my life right now, but I know when I tell the rest of the world for years to come about this story and how I changed my life in 7 days. In 7 days, a madman who said the king is back is coming to LA is now throwing a 5,800 person sold out show at the Greek Theater. And I'm gonna be able to help the world right now by myself in LA, knowing that I was just this close to Drake. Last year I was suicidal. I wanted to kill myself. I felt like a failure every day of my life. I watched Drake play against, I can't talk. I watched Drake play against Ninja through my basement where I thought about suicide. And here I am now face to face with Drake. Drake, I love you. This is bigger than me. I love you. God put you in my life for a reason. We haven't met yet, and I'm telling you that. I love you.
Sent it right to his team. We haven't met yet, meaning I didn't take the time to speak to you. I told them I was face to face. That's all it was. My purpose was bigger than that. I send that to Drake's team, and it says seen. In the next 24 hours, I sent him maybe 100 texts with the flyer, with the pictures of the line. You can go through my phone, through everything, letting him know everything, letting him know what time I expect him there and everything. July 15th is like, in hindsight, what it could have been. I didn't even need to mention Drake's name to have a successful show.
Let's finish it off.
Finish it off. I just want to say, take this away from me though. I call it the devil's phone. That's not what I use anymore.
Free iPhone giveaway.
There's too much. There's shit on that. Conversations with Lenny S about the event, DJ Khaled, Ivan Barrios, Tyler Perry. The only reason I'm in a screenshot, like that's for like the scriptures of my book. Just to show everybody, hey motherfuckers, here's how it happened. You know, I'm being patient on it. I don't need to prove my validation to people on YouTube who are gonna even forget about this in a week. They're living for this drama in a week. I'm living for my next 10 years. I'm thinking big. Anyways, I want to end this by saying, I watch Kais's content. You will see a video about my stuff, and I see a lot of the stuff y'all say about Kais. And of course, like, the reason I gave up social media is because they weren't hating on my message, they were hating on the messenger. They were hating on Yousef, they were hating on Fousey. And a lot of the hate that Kais gets, it's misplaced anger towards Kais being nothing more than a guy who refused to ever give up on his dream, who refused to ever let a setback, a failure, there are never setbacks in life, there aren't failures, it's only stuff that prepares you for the next step, who refused that every single thing that happened in his life was for the bigger picture. I'm saying this as Yousef Arakat, who wants to be a motivational speaker and a spiritual teacher. Through my years of success on YouTube, if life handed me the same cards that I handed Kais, I would be working a 9 to 5, I would be working at a restaurant, and I would never have pursued my dreams. Because he fought through adversity, fake failures, struggles. You know, life did not give him what he wanted, but he tried, and tried again. There are some authors in life who release books that sell 0 copies. All they do is change the cover and the title. Next thing you know, it sells 100 million copies. That's a true story. All Kais did was keep reinventing his dream. And the Kais you see now, who's limited by the idea that he's a YouTuber, he hasn't even stepped into 1% of his potential. When I met up with him at the hookah lounge, I said, do you have a shoe store? Where's your clothing line? Expecting and thinking he had everything. And he said, oh, I haven't even done that yet. And I realized, holy shit. Holy shit. In the same way that I awoke the giant within me, and now I'm going to be one of the world's most influential motivational speakers and spiritual teachers who devotes his life to serving others, to helping others, to bettering others, to giving time and energy to others, to trust, to love, to give everything. When Kais decides, when life decides to align for Kais, and he starts being who he is for this culture, I'll no longer be wearing Yeezys, okay? I'll be wearing Kais's shoes and Kais's products. Y'all will be lining up for Kais's shoes, Kais's products. Kais will run the culture. Kais will run the fashion. Kais will be the Louis Vuitton new Virgil. That's Kais, guys. Y'all can hate on him now, but people hated on me my whole career, but they still followed. So you can hate, but eventually you're gonna have to respect what he's doing. And you're gonna have to be like, damn, I'm happy I watched him for all these years. Mic drop! Rice ain't got no spirit. Got no deeper layer. One ghost writer, one ghost one not player. There's still people who are like,
well, if you're doing this about love, why'd you release a diss track?
I think we're gonna end it there.